Hello there, and welcome back to Gunpla with Dad. Today, I want to talk about before anything gets built. Before anything is cleaned, sanded, or assembled, I want to sit with you for a moment and think about it. The kit is still sealed, the runners are untouched, and everything is exactly how it came out of the box. For me, there's a pause here. There always is, because there's something about that first cut. It's quiet, but it's heavy. Once the bands are cut, there is no going back. Once you take the first piece off of the runner, you've committed to the build. And that's usually where hesitation lives. Not because we don't know how to build, but because we're afraid of messing it up. Afraid of cutting too close. Afraid of stress marks. Afraid that we won't do it as well as we imagined we would. So we hesitate. We look at the instructions again, we check our tools, we convince ourselves we need just a little more preparation, and sometimes that hesitation isn't about the kit at all. It's about starting, because starting is the hardest part. Before the first cut, everything is still perfect. No mistakes yet, no flaws, no evidence of learning, and perfection feels safe, but it doesn't build anything. Eventually, you bring the nippers up to the runner. There's that moment where you line up the cut, you steady your hand, you breathe, and then snip. That sound matters, because that first cut, you're no longer thinking about whether you should start. You're building, you're moving, you're engaged, you're solving problems instead of imagining them. The fear doesn't disappear, but it gets quieter. Life works the same way. When starting a new job, there's uncertainty. You don't know every expectation yet. You don't know every system or every person, but once you show up for the first day, you're in it, working towards new goals, getting healthier, learning a new skill, changing your direction. The planning feels productive, but the growth doesn't happen until you move. Having a hard conversation with your partner, with your child, with yourself. You don't need the perfect words, you just need to start speaking. When you're teaching your kids something new, they won't get it right the first time, and neither will you. But once you begin, learning happens on both sides. We spend a lot of time waiting for certainty, waiting until we feel ready, waiting until we're confident, waiting until we can see the whole path. But building doesn't work that way. You don't need certainty, you need movement. That first cut isn't perfect, nor is it meant to be. It's simply permission to continue. Every move after that is just a series of small decisions, of adjustments, corrections, learning as you go. If you never make the first cut, the kit stays perfect, but it's unfinished. That's something I've learned over time. An imperfect build teaches you more than the perfect plan that never left the box. You don't need to see the whole build. You don't need to know how it turns out. You don't have to be sure you won't make mistakes. You just have to make the first cut. Gunpla with Dad. Build, reflect, repeat. And as always, thank you for watching.